Subscribe to GB dragmotoxboss. It's free, easy, and you can always unsubscribe at any time. My goal is 1.75k subscribers by the end of the year. If I hit 1.75k subscribers, I will do a video called the quote-unquote Real Day Tutorial 3 alternate ending. So subscribe. Alright, today I wanted to do a life lesson video that I will unhumbly... Actually, no, I don't think humbleism has anything to do with this. That I will admit that I actually learned within the past couple of months. This is like back in like October I really learned this. But I'd also like to convey the information to you guys. I know I say that I'm like extraordinarily mature. Excuse me, hold on. I've had a bad cough. Like literally like it started like almost a week ago and it lasted like no, a little over a week ago, and as of right now I only coughed like 10 times today maybe. That's a record for like that's an all-time record in like over a week. Like I usually cough like, you know, when the cough started I coughed like 3 times a minute. And then it got less and less and less. Now 10 times a day, you know. So it's not as bad. But anyways, so I'd like to teach you guys a life lesson here. And that is to, there's just like, there are a lot of people in the world. There are a lot of different opinions. And sooner or later, there will be people who will form different opinions and have different outlooks and perspectives on things in terms of life or whatever, or just situations, which usually causes people to, or like sometimes there's misunderstandings. Literally a lot could happen, all right? Literally a lot. So literally there's a lot of people who hate one another or think that, you know, another person is bad and stuff. But here's some life lessons I'd like to teach you from that section. Now, should you tell your friends not to hang out with those people? My opinion on it is if you'd like to vent a little bit about the situation because you need to blow off some steam, you could tell a couple of close friends and don't tell that many more people, and make sure that those friends don't really spread the information. Make sure they're trusted and make sure they don't spread the bad talk about these people that you don't like, or whatever person, whatever. All right, don't bad talk about people you don't like on the internet, and don't purposely. Yeah, I know it's kind of ironic coming from me because like I used to talk about banned people from you know, I used to talk about people who I banned in my streams. I don't do that anymore. But just listen here, okay, without looking at me as some hypocrite here. All right. And I've learned this year. Do not tell people for intentions of trying to ruin that person's reputation. Because deep down inside, you never know what someone is going through. Yes, there are some truly psychotic people. Maybe there's not. Maybe there's truly immature. Maybe mature. I don't know. The point is that it's not worth it to turn a bunch of people against someone, all right? When they're just simply a person, you know, maybe they think that they're doing everything right, they're doing everything good. Or maybe they screwed up, maybe they had an immature moment. We're all human and we all mess up. I do understand that sometimes humans screw up so much that, like, let's say someone screws up so much that you don't ever want to speak to them again. That's fair. And my opinion on that is if it's so bad and you don't really want to speak to them ever again, that's completely fine too. All right? That's life. Sometimes you'll screw up and someone will never want to speak to you again. Just let it happen. That's life. If you guys are meant to speak again, then let it happen naturally. All right? That's my opinion on that. There are specific certain circumstances where I say yes, talk bad about a person if it comes to certain things. Such as, let's say this, if someone acts really immature and untrustworthy. Like, I had a situation where I had an admin that abused his admin powers because he hated someone. If you're watching this video, no hate on you, all right? And I simply revoked his admin. And it was good that this person told me that this was going on because, you know, they're not one to be trusted with admin power if they're sometimes going to use the admin power like that, all right? There is another thing I do want to say. The only time you really should be talking bad smack about people is if you feel they are a danger. And don't take that out of context. I'm not finished speaking, all right? If they screwed up a couple times in their life, okay, that might have happened. That doesn't mean you should judge them forever on it. But if they're as bad as, I'm not going to mention him, but like the infamous guy from April of 2021, with evidence, might I say, then yeah, it is a good idea to say, don't watch his content, you know? Well, YouTube took down his channel, so you don't really have to worry about that too much. I'm sure you guys probably know who I'm talking about, but I'm not saying him because this is a family-friendly channel. There is so many people out there, and might I add, immature people out there in the world who just take things extraordinarily out of proportion and to the next level when it really does not. All right? We're all human. We screw up. If you screw up as bad as the infamous guy from April 2021, then that actually is a concern. All right? But if it's not any of that, and if there's not real evidence, then you shouldn't really be going, worked up over that stuff. I guess this is a multi-life lesson, like, just in terms of like, don't judge people entirely. Keep an open mind about people. Keep an open mind. Don't just rush to assuming things, all right, without enough evidence. There could be people with different mindsets. Ever hear of the telephone game? If you say something and then someone says something to them, it gets distorted down the line, and then it makes the thing actually seem a lot worse than it actually is. And that's another huge problem in this world, I do have to say. But let's say, okay, you're right, someone truly did something wrong to you. What you should do is, for the most part, ignore them. If you need to vent to your friends a little bit, a couple close friends, sure, do that. Do that. But for the most part, leave it alone. Don't talk about it. Don't worsen that person's reputation. You don't know if that information could really just land in the ears of just a bunch of people, and then they might actually have impulses to just annoy the hell out of the person or whatever. That's what I have to say on that. All right. So, another thing, you cannot control your friends from being friends with someone you don't necessarily like. The only person you have control over is if you're in a relationship with someone. I truly believe that if someone has done something bad enough and you don't like them, you have the right to tell your partner, don't be friends with them. Unless your partner in a relationship is good friends with them prior. That's a little bit different. But other than that, if you're just friends with someone, you don't deserve to have complete control over if they're going to be friends with one of your enemies. Because they weren't in that situation. It didn't happen to them. It was just a misunderstanding between you and the person. And if it truly is a bad thing, use proper judgment. What if they're having a bad day? What if they didn't realize what they were doing was wrong? Because like I said, we're all human. All right? But in the end, you truly cannot control who your friends talk to. Let your friends be. Maybe someone does something bad to someone else, but that does not mean that they deserve to have no friends. No one deserves to have no friends. I do believe that. Everyone deserves to have at least somebody. Unless they're screwed up in the head. Mentally. Then that's another thing. But that is only for extraordinarily extreme cases. Like I said, like the infamous guy from April of 2021. I think he's a different story. So my truck just got stuck on this door bridge here. And I got a simple... Oh, no. Actually, I think it's better just to push through this. Okay, I'm going to try riding it. Okay, move out of the way. It's like really buried down in here. I like how, like, when I start driving this, the presents aren't on their own, like, plane or whatever the frick you call it. Because, like, I'm not in the truck anymore. And then there we go. Because, like, technically now I'm not, like, registered to, like, be in the truck with those presents. And there we go. And then I'm just going to turn and go back here now. I think we'll just put these right here. Oh, I'm still recording? The hell?